down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Off the bootleg. Boyle out to his left. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Slot man moves right. From the gun on 3rd down, Boyle. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains. So they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got a man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. and we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Boyle. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Boyle. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Got a man here, it's Bryant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Off the play fake. Boyle on the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted. Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy. And in this case, that was intercepted. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st down, Davidson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Boyle. Out left side here to Bryant. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Up the middle they go. It's Davidson. Powers through it. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, it's Davidson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
And they'll run again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Touchdown, Saints! Jelani Woods, 31 yards. Falcons. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Davidson finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Boyle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Davidson. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Off-play action. Boyle. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Nwangu. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll set up a throw. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Evans has it left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kene Nwangu. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the and deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams, but when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Davidson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Davidson. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Davidson to the 43, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down now, it's Davidson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Looking to throw. Boyle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 3rd down, Davidson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Off the play fake, Boyle. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, I wish his staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field long.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Off play action. Boyle under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Up the middle they go. It's Davidson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Off the play fake. Boyle. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. motion. Boyle.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Boyle. Bryant has it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was not